do not have your first MMA fight until enter the blank.
Okay, do not have your first MMA fight until...
Well, first of all, lay down a little bit of your experience. We know why you're qualified to tell us this, Liam.
So, obviously, my name's Liam. I coach a gym called IMA. I've coached pro MMA. I've coached amateur MMA. We have a little squad here. I've got about 10 to 15 years. Worked with the UFC, XYZ.
Seen an armbar or two.
Yeah, exactly. Seen Eddie Hall take a head kick, So, do not have your first amateur MMA fight until you can defend yourself. Okay, and that is something that I am completely adamant about. Too many people think knowing an armbar, knowing a takedown, having a Conor McGregor left straight is going to be the thing that wins them a fight. But actually, in my mind as a coach, I'm never going to be comfortable sending a person out to have any type of combat sport experience, even jiu-jitsu, if they don't have a fundamental idea of not just what they're doing, but how to keep themselves safe.
So you're saying you don't want a glass cannon, someone that can do the offense, but not the defense. You have to have a base threshold level of defense. So for people, what is that from a jiu-jitsu perspective? I guess, like, if you look at most amateur MMA fighters, I guess if they under-index on anything on average, it always seems to be the grappling. We see lots of guillotines off takedowns. We see lots of submissions sometimes. If the other guy's good at jiu-jitsu, what do you think the base level of jiu-jitsu, maybe in belt system, that you need to be to step in there?
The base level is a fundamental understanding of how to climb up and down the ladder that is the progression sequence within jiu-jitsu. So what does that look like? It's an understanding that having my legs in front of you when I'm on the bottom allows me to manifest that strength, use that in a defensive sense, start to work my sweeps, but ultimately keeping myself safe from the pressure and the offense and the sort of gravitational force of the opponent. Is an understanding that obviously if they're past, that's one thing that I have to work on. It's also understanding on top, I have to get past that particular problem, do you know what I mean, before I can pin them and start to work for my submissions. And it's also one of the things that I think is very, very important for an MMA fighter is to understand that using your legs and being able to get yourself back up to your feet is going to be essential in making sure that you can understand how to keep the fight on your terms, or at least have the other person working extremely hard. So, number one, before you even learn how to stack an armbar, posture a triangle, fight the hands, all of these sort of things is what's actually happening on the ground, what's happening here, If you're on bottom, you're looking to get to top. If you're on bottom and they're past your guard, past your legs, you're looking to recover your legs. And having that as your fundamental understanding on a conceptual level before you even start to put technique into that. And it's the same when it comes to wrestling. It's this understanding of, they're going to be taking my legs out from underneath me. I need to stop them from getting to my legs. And obviously on the feet, it's making sure that you're not going to be taking shots for no reason.
And it feels almost like, you can always learn more. There's always more striking to learn. There's always more jiu-jitsu to learn. But it feels like you need an answer for at least all the basic questions. You don't need to be an expert in every position, but if you're against the cage, you've got head pressure, what are you going to do? If someone's in mount, do you know how to get out of mount? Because there are some positions we see when we watch amateur MMA, they're like, they're great in 9 areas, but there's just no one can just get out of mount. That no one knows how to get out of mount. Like, you want to cover those blind spots. And as someone who's making their debut this year, I guess one of the things that goes through my mind is there's always more you can improve. You know what I mean? There's always better striking, always improve your grappling, always improve your jiu-jitsu. At some point, when do you feel that somebody's ready to do it? The defensive thing, but how do you validate that? Is it getting a blue belt? Is it like doing 100 sparring sessions and striking? If you're advising someone, what would you say?
I'd say that it's very, very important to have a coach who knows what they're looking at, okay? Because every fight is different, and I think it's really important that it's very few people, even nowadays, that come from zero experience and learn MMA. Very often, somebody learns jiu-jitsu first, then they learn some wrestling to supplement their jiu-jitsu, then some striking, like this guy, do you know what I mean? And then you're going to have people who are boxers, and they come in and then have to learn kicking, and then wrestling, and then grappling. So it's recognizing that your fighter, although they are proficient in one area, often is the case, or the deficiencies are the things that have to be addressed. So it's really important, I think, to not actually put criteria on this, because that is the sort of thing that can end up with a false sense of confidence. If you're a blue belt and you think, right, I'm a blue belt, I can go and have an MMA fight, bro, you're gonna have to watch out for them hands. You're a pro boxer and you think, yeah, I'm a pro boxer, I know how to use these bombs, You're going to experience a calf kick for the first time, and you're not going to enjoy it.
You're not going to enjoy it one single bit because it's chaos as well. Like
Absolutely.
even the perfect game plans, perfect execution. You don't know, and it's also the mental side of preparation, even the physical, technical side. Can you pull the trigger? Can you?
Are you in the right weight class? Are you in the right weight class?
Where's your cardio at?
Right. The first fight I had was at welterweight, and I've seen some welterweights in person now, and I'm like,
Go ahead,
Lord, what did I do? You know, my first fight was at welterweight 77. Thank God my opponent weighed in quite light, and then my last one was I weighed at 65.8. I was a little bit skeletal, but really that I made it no problem. You know what I mean?
But you've got to be that optimized to hide.
That is 11 kilos of difference. There's 11 kilos of difference. That, you know, we're talking just an absurd amount of difference. What's that in pounds? That is like 24 pounds. Yeah, it's just a ridiculous amount of weight in terms of the difference here. So having a coach that is maybe going to hold you back, you know, you should really, if your coach is pushing you forward, that's fantastic. But if they never pull you back at all, it's something to watch out for.